An old, run-down university dormitory building stands under an overcast sky. The building's brick exterior is cracked and dirty, with windows that look grimy and unkempt. The camera slowly pans down to a young woman standing at the entrance, looking up at the building with a mix of excitement and anxiety. Inside, the dorm room is cramped, dimly lit, and sparsely furnished with two twin beds. One bed is neatly made, and the other is empty. The overall tone is cold, with muted colors. In a small dorm room, the protagonist wakes up groggily from a nap as the door swings open. The RA enters with Tia, a hyper, loud young woman followed by her mother. Tia is a vibrant, chaotic figure, wearing bright, mismatched clothes and a wild smile. Her mother lingers in the background, looking pale, tired, and eager to leave. The atmosphere in the room feels tense and uncomfortable as the protagonist watches the interaction in confusion. In a cluttered dorm room, Tia picks up a pen from the protagonist's desk. Without warning, the mace inside the pen sprays out, filling the room with a cloud of mist. Both characters react in panic, Tia's eyes wide, the protagonist coughing and covering her face. The camera shakes as the scene grows more chaotic. Cut to the building being evacuated, with red alarm lights flashing and students rushing through the hallways, covering their faces. In a dimly lit dorm room, Tia lies on her bed with her phone on loudspeaker, talking to a Tinder date. The sound is obnoxiously loud. Cut to a late-night scene. Tia's laptop plays The Lion King at full volume, filling the tiny room with noise. The protagonist lies in her bed, wide-eyed and unable to sleep. The lighting is low, creating a claustrophobic feeling as the sound dominates the small space. The camera follows the protagonist, visibly weak and pale, sitting on her bed in pain, clutching her stomach. Cut to a shot of the RA pulling out a bottle of bleach and rat poison from under Tia's bed. The lighting is harsh, casting deep shadows around the room. There is a sense of growing dread as the protagonist realizes what has been happening. The colors in the scene are dark and muted, emphasizing the danger and tension. In a dark dorm room, the camera focuses on the protagonist lying in bed, her eyes half open, clearly terrified. Tia stands over her, grinning maliciously as she slaps, punches, and tickles the protagonist. The lighting is eerie, with sharp, angular shadows falling over the room. The scene should feel oppressive and nightmarish, with the darkness seeming to close in around the protagonist. The protagonist stands at the doorway of her dorm room, staring in shock at the destruction inside. The bed is upturned, drawers are open, and her belongings are scattered everywhere. The camera slowly pans through the room, emphasizing the chaos and violation of her personal space. The lighting is dim and cold, giving the scene a lifeless, eerie feel. The sense of relief from escaping is overshadowed by the horror of returning to this destruction. Show the protagonist, now older and visibly haunted, sitting at a desk in a dimly lit room. Her hands tremble slightly as she holds a small photo of her old dorm room. The camera zooms out slowly, revealing a dark, oppressive atmosphere around her, as if the past is always lurking just out of view. The lighting is minimal, casting long shadows and giving the scene a ghostly, unsettling tone. End with the protagonist gazing blankly at the photo, lost in thought.